Everyone, it's Melissa. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I am here with Jacqueline Cloud, who's the team manager of catalog sales, and we're going to be talking about ASI's healthcare mailer program. So I'm so excited you're here, Jacqueline. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Melissa. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to speak with you, and I'm so excited to get into this program. But first, as always, I like to give my guests a platform to tell our audience a little bit about themselves. So share some more about who you are and what you do at ASI.
Yeah, so like Melissa said, my name is Jackie Cloud. I've been at ASI for a little over 10 years. I started with the company in 2008. Which I know very well because it's when the Phillies won the World Series. And I know that I just started at ASI and couldn't go to the parade. So that year is like, I can always remember it so easy what year I started. You see that I'm working from my kitchen here, which back when we were in the office, I never had this stand-up desks. I was always a sitter. This time, I love being able to stand. I stand all day and I love it. I'm on my kitchen breakfast bar here, which works because I can stand all day. And I also have a 3-year-old. So whenever she's here, she can go under me, hug my leg, ask me questions, no one would ever know. So it's kind of like fits two purposes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what my role is at ASI is I'm in charge of the catalog business.
Okay.
If anyone that's, watching isn't familiar with the ASI catalogs, ASI publishes promotional product catalogs that are end buyer friendly, that we can imprint a distributor's logo, contact information. And so we publish a couple different catalogs. Some are general purpose, general audience that kind of have a wide variety of different promotional products.
Okay.
And then others are more niche, where it is targeting a specific industry. For example, healthcare, education, and then we also have a full-size, higher-end catalog that targets the corporate market. So it has a lot of awards, incentives, gift type items.
Nice.
So these catalogs we have available to print with a distributor's logo. They also come in a digital format where it's a link that would mirror the physical catalogs that they would get. And then we take the catalogs a step further and we offer a service where we can mail them out for them.
Nice.
So it's either to their customer list, or we can help them do a direct mail program and get a lead list in any industry, any geographic region of their choice.
That's awesome, because I know working at my previous job when I was actually doing a lot of direct mail, that was always a headache for people, is trying to figure out the situation of doing mass mailing. So to be able to take that off somebody's chest and have a nice, professionally crafted, presentation or catalog sent, is so awesome. So that being said, I know that for Q1, a lot of people are focused on recovery. And I think in particular, the healthcare industry would be a really good industry to target. So I wanted to speak with you more in depth about your healthcare mailer program.
Yeah. So everyone is looking at different ways. How can we recoup from 2020?
Right.
ASI every Q1 always promotes our annual healthcare mailer program, and that's by design. So we have the healthcare market for the most part in Q2 through Q3, beginning of Q4 are prime time for these healthcare companies to be buying promotional products, particularly in the spring. The spring market is when a lot of these healthcare companies have different events, or they're looking to promote, their sales reps are out in the marketplace a lot more. So sending them a healthcare catalog in Q1 fits this program, because we'll mail the catalog out and it gives the distributor enough time to follow up with them, kind of figure out what their needs are, and see what they have lined up for the remainder of the year, what events they have going on, like kind of what their vision is.
Okay.
So it helps. Planting the seed in the beginning of the year typically works best for the distributors, and in the healthcare industry, they don't do very much in the first quarter. January,
Okay.
February, March is a little bit slower for that industry typically.
Right.
So, Q1 doing the mailing is by design.
Okay, so like that's a really good inside tip. So you're saying like this is the time to start like planning, for basically Q1 and everything to target that market for success. Like now is a good time to think about implementing catalog sales, for your clientele because of Q2, so you can kind of set yourself up to go in strong.
Yeah. The whole goal is to send them something in the mail, follow up with a phone call, and gather what their wants and needs are based on that.
Okay.
So with that, that's why we developed this program. So we have a healthcare catalog that we will brand with their logo, contact information. You can see an example of
Yes,
what it would look like.
we love samples. Oh,
Yes.
cool.
So
Really
this is a
neat.
healthcare catalog that they would get, the healthcare company would get. And on the back of it is where the postage would be. So
Okay.
how this program works is we work with a list company, and they provide us with all of the healthcare businesses in the United States, and we segment these by county. So
Nice.
and the healthcare businesses are really anything from your typical doctor, dentist, to your bigger hospitals, assisted livings, things like that. So what we'll do is, like this, we'll print a distributor's logo on the front cover. The back of it will have who the contact person is. So
Okay.
who at the healthcare company is this going to? Typically, it's a HR, marketing, or purchasing manager. If it's a larger company, smaller companies, it's the owner, which would, in a lot of cases, be the doctor. So we have this option. So it would be a self mailer. So the whole idea is the company gets it. They see the distributor's name, promotional products logo on the front. I even suggest putting some sort of call to action, something
Yeah.
to entice them,
Right.
because direct mail sometimes is seen as wasteful,
Yeah.
or they could get a better ROI from an email or something like that. But that's really not the case. So the whole idea with the direct mail is have a purpose for the direct mail and call out the purpose. So some distributors that have done this program in the past, they're looking to help increase the amount of Instagram or Facebook followers, or they want to drive traffic to their site.
Nice.
So they call that out they call it out here. So they'll put, follow us here, or to save $100 off of your first order if you email us by X date. So this is how the program looks as a self mailer. We can also go, we have other options too. So if someone wants to make it look a little bit nicer, or they may not like the self mailer look, and they want an envelope, we also have that, where we have these cute little blue envelopes
I
that
love
have a little
it.
sticker on it that say
Yeah.
promotional product ideas inside, which is super cute.
Yeah, I love that.
And so we'll include the catalog, which, how awesome does this logo look on this book? I love it.
I like it. It's really good.
And so we'll do the envelope, the catalog, and we could even do like a little letter explaining who you are, what you do. Maybe if you've worked with the healthcare market before, kind of share some experiences of different programs that you've done that have helped them in a certain way. And so we'll put that all together, and we'll take care of all the work. We'll do the printing, we'll print out the letters, we'll stuff the envelopes, and we'll print who is getting the letter on the front cover, and we can mail it out that way. Another option, not to give you too many, but
no, we love options. Keep them coming.
So this is, a 66-page catalog with all different types of healthcare ideas. You have your PPE, you have your water bottles, lanyards, all different stuff. Sometimes 66 pages isn't enough for some of our distributors. So being how popular this healthcare market is right now, we have our Spectrum catalog that is targeted towards the healthcare market. So if you want to, if you want to give them a catalog that's a little bit bigger, maybe the idea is that it has a better chance of being seen, or that they'll hold on to it longer, we have this option.
Okay. I like this.
So yeah, so we'll mail them out. And then we'll give you the list of all of the healthcare companies that are on it, their name, their physical address, phone number, person of contact, what their role is. So if you're looking to prospect and bring in new business, I would definitely recommend the healthcare industry. One, it's always top 1 or 2, just forever in the industry that purchase promotional products. 1, 2, the PPE, the need for PPE is still huge,
so high. Yeah.
And then from my standpoint, actually in the past, being a marketing director for an assisted living, so I kind of know.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just having family in the industry, the whole being shut down. And really these companies, home healthcare companies, assisted livings, they now have to kind of change their messaging, or they've not been able to visit these doctors and hospitals because of the pandemic. And now things are starting to open up and they have that ability. So I think messaging, these companies wanting a message and needing to send out a message to their referral base is more important than ever. A lot of times they've shaken up what their messaging is going to be, probably more pandemic or COVID friendly or whatever the case is. But either way, when companies change their branding or want to change the message, promotional products are good, that's where they can fit it in. And then of course you have they want to thank their doctors and frontline workers for, everything that they do. And so a lot of times, maybe doing a promotional product with that would go well with, trying to continue to build that relationship. That's really important for those companies.
I love those ideas though. And I mean, there's so much variety. And I think you touched on so many good points, which is like, safety is still a concern. Direct mail is that way that you can have one of those like 8 to 11 touches completed. And then also too, like maybe if somebody isn't ready to work with you and it's like you said, it's a prospecting, like it's a potential new client, it's something that they have with them as a reminder of you when they're ready to work with you, and they can have that time to kind of look through products and see what's going to work for them, and I think, again, not everybody, like I know, people talk about digital saturation, especially because of last year, but I love direct mail. I think there's so many cool opportunities and designs and ways that you can make it interesting and engaging for your audience when they receive it, where it's not something where I think the fear is it gets tossed away, which isn't true. Like you said, it can be very cost effective, and it can be something that is just a nice way to introduce yourself or reestablish a relationship you have with somebody. I wanted to ask as well, this might be a little bit off topic, but turnaround time, like for somebody ordering these, like what would they expect? Like, can you give a little bit more insight about that?
Yeah. So this past Monday is when we released the program. And so it's first come, first serve as well. So that's something really important. So if you decide that you want to take all of the healthcare companies in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and I'm a distributor, and I take all of those. They're mine exclusively for 12 months. So another distributor who would also want to target healthcare companies in Bucks County, PA, there would be 0 leads available.
Okay.
So once you decide, like, yes, Jackie, I want to take Bucks County, PA, here's my logo, contact information. What we'll do is we'll proof you on the cover to make sure you like the layout, see if you want to go the insert letter route, like if you want a customized letter, we would, cultivate that. Then we would start the printing on it. So from, your approval of the mailing to when it would actually go out is only like a week and a half to 2 weeks. It's
wow,
really
that's so fast. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Because I think honestly, with everything that you were talking about for just utilizing it in this quarter, when again, like setting yourself up, like doing what you can in a period that some people are maybe acknowledging as a little bit of a slow start to the year, like here's a way you can kind of set yourself up for success. So I also wanted to ask as well, if people wanted to learn more, if they wanted to reach out to you, where could they find like your information or learn more?
Yeah, so every ASI member has a marketing services rep. So if you know who that is, feel free to reach out to them about the program. If you're not sure, then feel free to reach out to me. My direct number is 215-953-3377. Or if you want to learn more to see if healthcare companies are still available in your area, you could also go to it's go.asicentral.com/healthcare. So then that way you can click on the healthcare industry, the state you're in, look to see if your county is available. And then there's an option to fill out your information and just hit request more information. So then someone can get back to you and talk about, what the next steps are from there.
Awesome. So there's multiple options to either learn more, contact, and get this going for anybody who's interested, which honestly, guys, it sounds like a great opportunity and a great option for marketing yourself for Q1. So I will drop that information in the comments, but if you have, let me see if we have any comments before we end. Not at this moment, but if you guys have questions after this is posted, please drop them and somebody will come in and answer them for you. But thank you so much.
Yes, I love this.
I appreciate
thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.